YouTube world. So this is a special tag that I actually made up.
I helped.
Nay helped. So this is what I call the BJD Story Time Tag. Most of us have stories. Most of us have backgrounds for our BJDs. And so this one is about that one.
All right.
Or about that.
Ready?
All right. So, yeah, go ahead.
Question 1. What's the genre of your story?
What is the genre of the stories? My genre is, I want to say it's like, it's a little bit of everything. It's like action, adventure.
Comedy.
Comedy, drama, a lot of drama. Sci-fi. I can't really give it. I try to put a little fantasy. I try to put a little bit of everything in there because it's kind of all the stuff that I love about anime and stories in general. And even with Nay's crossover, it's still like some of the stuff I love, like vampires and demons and stuff like that. So mine's a little bit of everything. All right.
Are your characters based off real people?
My characters are not really based off of real people. They have, they do have some personality traits that I feel like people I've known or, just like Toma here is my bad boy because he's kind of like what I like in a bad boy. We all have something we like. I guess they're all a little bit of me. Haru is super into science. She's a big, like, complete nerd when it comes to science stuff, and I love all that kind of stuff. And
whoops, my big head.
He scared me. And Knight is really, he's really emo. He's been through a lot, and I feel like I relate a lot with Knight because, you know, I have those dark moments. Toma is kind of my way of, he likes to drink, and he likes to just be a complete ass. And that's kind of like the part of I want to be like, kind of. I just feel like I'm so nice, and I'm so, like, I keep a lot in. And when I play with Toma, it's like I can let that asshole side of me out that I lock in so much. But I feel like that with all my characters. When I play with each one of my characters, it's a part of me that's actually coming out. Kyohei is the whole hate humans part, and I just feel like we've been hurt by people so much that maybe part of me does hate people. And my other, well, she's not here yet, so I don't feel like I should talk about her, but she's definitely the part of me that sees hope in people and mankind. And Reiko is real quiet, real trying to find herself, and I feel like part of me, I feel like I've lost part of myself, you know, and so I feel like Reiko represents that. So all my characters really, they represent me, parts of me, or parts of me that I want to express or I want to be. So that's how I answer that one.
Alright, which character do you most relate to?
I don't have a character I most relate to. I mostly relate to all of them. I guess if I had to put the way that I mostly feel is probably through Knight. He's been through a lot, and he's real, like, reserved. And I feel like when you first meet me, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of reserved. I kind of keep to myself. But once you get me to open up, I'm like crazy, like Toma. Like, I say what's on my mind, and, you know, what I feel is safe, though, because you guys are my friends. I'm not going to be, like, a complete dick to my friends. But, yeah, I guess with that one, it would be Knight.
Alright. Which character bio was the hardest?
The hardest bio, honestly, was Haru. Haru is so smart. And I did her and her dad together. Because they're both scientists, and she's so intelligent, and even writing the computer parts of that, I had to, like, I had to do some serious like research before I could write her story down. So Haru definitely was the hardest one to write a bio for.
Right. Did you have to research anything for your story? For example, anime, manga, Google, YouTube, Wikipedia, etc., etc.
Yes. Actually, I Googled aliens and like alien types.
And EMPs.
And EMPs, yeah, because I wanted, because I was real curious about EMPs. I was like, what would a world without electricity be like? Like, would it be like gone forever? We already have the technology for it. We would just need a means to rebuild it. So it's kind of like, it takes you back to like the steampunk era, but not as far back. So yeah, I did a lot of studying on that. And actually in their world right now, they're slowly building back to where they were before, to the modern day. So...
Alright. Does your story take place in a real country or city? Why not?
Read that again, because you did not read that right.
Okay. Does your story take place in a real country or place?
A real country, a real city, a real world. That's what the question was supposed to say.
That's how you told me to write it.
No, he didn't. He was watching Metalocalypse. See, even you made Toma pissed off. He was watching Metalocalypse. Don't let him fool you with his carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. So he did not hear that question right.
It's funny it was that episode.
The real world... the world that my story takes place in is supposed to be like modern day Japan, that another country attacked. I haven't got to that part. What other country? I want to say America, but I'm not sure if I wanted it to be America or China. Not sure yet, and I don't want to piss off anybody, so I kind of haven't said which other country it was. But it's supposed to be Japan, so yeah.
We all know the answer. Does your story have a bad boy?
My story does have a bad boy. Toma is my bad boy. If you follow my videos and you follow me on Instagram, it's pretty obvious and pretty clear that he is my bad boy.
Alright, do you have couples in your story?
I do have couples in my story. Toma and Haru are actually, they're kind of a couple. He calls her his girl because when he's at home, he tries to play like, the daddy of the house. But she's not willing to, she knows that he's too wild, so she's not really willing to give him the relationship part, because she doesn't want, I don't think she wants that responsibility either. I kind of feel like she's kind of closet bad girl right now. I feel like she's slowly coming out, and she's slowly like being more sexual. And Knight and Ray, definitely, I want them to be together. And Kyohei doesn't like anybody. 710 and him fight. They kind of have a relationship, but I wouldn't really call it couples. They're not really a couple.
It's like
if they are, it's like a really super crazy dysfunctional relationship.
It's a really powerful love-hate relationship.
No, it's not even love. It's just all hate.
Story before doll or doll before story?
I had purchased Night before I came up with the story, honestly. Actually, no, I think
We're getting a bit curious into it.
I'm trying to think how I did that. Okay, so I was looking at the Impel doll Eric, and I think that's where I was like, oh, I want this doll. And then when I started to think of a background story, and yeah, I think I had the story in mind before I had the doll, but actually when I got Night was when I started to actually write the story, after I had already purchased him. And I would every day, I would kind of like go check, not every single day, but occasionally I would go like back on the site and like look at his face and try to like get an idea in my head of what his personality and stuff would be like. And Miro Doll Rain has like this real sullen face. He looks real sad. And that's why I was like, I'm going to make him an emo boy.
Alright. Whose story influenced you to join the hobby?
Whose story?
Or what influenced you to join the hobby?
Pint-sized Palace, definitely. I found her videos because I was looking at. Well, it started with Monstro Designs. I don't know why I had added her. I think because I saw her clothes, I saw one of her posts, and I just followed her because I was like, oh, cool, she makes doll clothes. And back then I was still collecting Monster High. And it's hard to find clothes for Monster High dolls. It really is. I don't know why. She didn't have a Monster High doll on her page, but it was just doll clothes. I think maybe I was going to commission her and ask her if she could make Monster High. But I had added her, and I totally had spaced on it. And then later on, I saw her post a picture of her doll wearing the clothes, and I was like, wow, this doll is really cute. And then I went on her page, and I saw, like, she had the girl and the boy together posing, and I just thought these dolls were adorable. And so I think I asked her what kind of dolls they were, and she told me BJD. And so then I went and looked it up online, and the first thing that popped up was Sarah's video that was like, why are BJDs so damn expensive? So I clicked on that video, but it went straight to her page, and I saw the Miro Doll Wind opening. So I was like, I want to check this out. So then when I watched the Miro Doll Wind, she was funny the whole time. I laughed through the whole thing. Then I went to her page, and I fell in love with her characters. I fell in love with her dolls. I think it was Eddie. Probably it was Eddie that did it for me. I was just like, oh, he's gorgeous. I want one. So yeah, it was it was Pint-Sized Palace. It was her story that influenced me or inspired me to join the hobby. And when yeah, I messaged her. She's so awesome, down to earth, and she kind of helped me get into this. And I thank you, Sarah. I thank you so much for helping me get into this hobby. I love it. Thank you.
Alright. Whose crew would you cross over with?
Everybody's crew. Seriously. I love all my friends on Instagram. I roleplay with a lot of you guys, so it's kind of like a crossover. But, I mean, Toma's already getting them Toma shirts out there, so, and he's talking to the other guys, yo, he got them Toma shirts on, talk to them bitches. So I'm already kind of got Toma out there. So, but yeah, I would love to cross over with anybody and everybody. Why not? I mean, it may be my story, my characters with their own story, but I mean, the whole point of getting out on the internet is to reach out to other people. So why not reach out with our dollies and reach out with our stories?
All right. How much did you enjoy making your story?
Is this the last question?
Yes.
I enjoyed it a lot. I still enjoy it a lot. I've only been writing, I want to say, since September. So it hasn't been very long, but I don't see... I'm constantly still adding stuff to the story. And when I'm done with their story, I plan to continue. I might change a little bit of the characters, and I might give them different personalities, different face-ups, but I don't plan on like not writing or not doing this for a long time. I enjoy this a lot. I love it. So yeah, I guess that was all the questions. I will post the questions down below. I tag everybody. Definitely my top homies. I got Pint-Sized Palace, Freak Faces, Brandon, Nanadolph. I think that's how she says it. Who else is on that list? Anybody else that's watching this or that's on YouTube? Nathaniel the Vampire. Everyone on YouTube that wants to join in this tag, Shelby, March the Mad Hair, Libby, Gina, you guys, everyone's tagged. So just go out there and go do it. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear your stories. I asked these questions because I honestly want to know. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys, and join my tag. I'll be looking for all your videos. Bye, guys.